Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, I'm going to be real quick showing you my brow routine that really helps in case of my brows, because I don't really have my natural brows, so I have to enhance them with the help of makeup. Stay tuned if you're interested. I'm gonna do my first step with the help of Essence. This is an eyebrow designer soft blonde 05 pencil. I have a bunch of them because they're the best match for my hair color. And I would say that if you are like blonde or maybe a little bit darker blonde, these are gonna work really good for your hair color. But they have actually different types of brow pencils, different colors. I really love the formula, and I really like that you can sharpen them. So the first step is to outline my natural brow. I'm gonna just follow my natural shape, and I try to create this line right under my brow, really close to my actual hairline. And my biggest mistake that I was doing over and over again for a year, or maybe for a couple of years, I was bringing the color too high. So I saw that my brows, they were ending somewhere here, and I will probably just go right over my brow, and they were super thick. I'm gonna try to find a photo or a video, and I'm gonna insert this in the video so you will kind of get an idea. What you're gonna do is to find hairline, which is going and start almost the same line as your hairline goes. This way, it's not going to be super thick. Even if it's a little bit lower than the actual hairline, then it's fine, because you can always add more color to that. Then you would need to wipe off the entire line. Follow this a little bit lower than the actual hairline. And then you can see that my hair, the stop, the highest point is here. You can create this technique where you're going from the nose to the highest point of the brow, but actually I can see the highest point of my brow, though I don't really have actual brows. And it's always better to go a little bit lower and go round. And now we're going down like that and connecting both of the lines. Now with the same color, I'm going to fill in the shade, because you can tell that here I don't have any gray hair, but still they're almost invisible. They're super fair. And for this side, this island, it's a gray island. So this is a gray version of my brows, and I have, by the way, a lot of gray hair. That is the main reason why we're gonna fill this in with the same color, and it's really important to find the best match, I guess, color match for your hair. And I'm gonna stop, I guess, almost at the beginning of my brow. We're gonna fill this in a little bit, but I need to leave a little bit of space right here, because if you add too much color, it's going to look like you have a sharp line, like two bricks. You know, this was really popular maybe early 2000s. We want to create a little bit more natural shape. If you feel like the lower part is too much, you can always do this like 1 or 2 times, and you can tell that we took off some extra color, some extra line from the brow, and it looks more natural. It doesn't look like I have a sharp line. It's just like we have a line, but it's not super thick and super vivid. And for the next step, it's going to be the Guerlain brow mascara, but it's extremely expensive. This is color 10 light, not extremely, but this is expensive. The best mascara that I can offer is Essence brow mascara, which is very good. I'm gonna try to find one of my oldest videos where I did a review on my brow mascara from Essence, and I've been using this for a long period of time. They're exactly the same formulas. I haven't noticed any difference. I purchased this one because it was expired, and that the cost was chicken peas. That is the main reason why I purchased Guerlain, but feel free to buy Essence brow mascara. By the way, you can skip this step overall and leave it like this, because we're gonna do additional third step. Okay, now I'm going from the middle of my brow, kind of like middle, because this is almost second portion of my brow. And at first we're going with mascara, and then we don't really have too much product on this wand. You need to work a little bit in the inner corner, because if you start from the inner corner, then it's going to be too much product and it's going to look artificial. That's why we're going to bring this only when we don't have too much product. And then you're going to bring this up a little bit up, but try to keep it in the same line as your brow pencil. But it's still missing something. It's still missing a little bit of product or a little bit of this individual hair. That is the main reason why I'm going with my NYX Professional Makeup Brow Tint, and this is Lift and Snatched Color Taupe. This is a product that I'm going to recommend, and this is a product that I will not skip, because this is probably one of the best on the market, at least from my point of view, which is not super expensive, but it's not from affordable side. I mean, you might actually spend some extra buck on this particular NYX product, but I will highly recommend. This is the only one that works and works for a long period of time. When you're going with some brow products, especially like brow tint pans, they're gonna dry out almost immediately. Like you use them 1 or 2 times and then they're gone. There's no color and it's so weird and the tip is weird. I tried Catrice, I tried Essence, I tried so many other products. Still, they're not working. I don't really like them. So you start with going randomly in the inner corner and just going up. You can go a little bit around. Add a volume, whatever you want to add volume. Well, guys, this is my brow routine. In case you were wondering how to create at least some decent brows, in my opinion, decent brows, if you have no brows, it's just gonna work really well with 2 or 3 products. You can skip on brow mascara, but I will highly recommend 2 of other products if you have no brows. I hope you enjoyed today's brow routine makeup tutorial. As promised, delivered. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you all so much. Bye bye.